I'll try it.
All right, you can turn your microphone on. Good morning, Candy. She jumped on right away. Patricia. Good morning, friends.
Katie's getting me all fixed
here,
up.
Katie, do a run by. We're just. Oh my goodness. Well, we're just getting started. Sorry, we're a little.
Are we late, Dawn?
No, we're not late. We're not late. We're just. But we're still running, trying to get everything ready for today. So I'm just going to show you some of the stuff from yesterday. These are 2 cards that we showed yesterday that were created with the I think is it Make Me Smile. I think it's called.
I said Circle of Friendship, and you said Make Me Smile. I have no idea.
It's something with you. You make me smile or something like that. Anyway, these are the cards. And like you stamp and you stencil and then you cut it in half and you can use it here. It's Reason to Smile. Reason to Smile. And there is a stencil set that goes with this. And what's really cool about the stencil set is it has all these fun words that you can use. And you can use them on any card or layout or project. So that's what we showed yesterday. It's called Reason to Smile, and it's from Pink Fresh.
Oh, we have cards for
and
this.
You'll find it under. Okay.
Carry on.
You'll find it under New and Pink Fresh. And then look at this. Is this just yummy? For those of you who like the Wink of Stella markers, I love this set. It's just so cool. But you get the red, the green, and then the clear in it. These are $18.99. They're called White Christmas. That's so fun. So fun. Well, we are memory bound in Iowa, and I'm Dawn, and then Kellie is going to be here today. She's got a really cool card technique to share with us today. It's called puzzle cards, and they are awesome. And then look at what else came in yesterday. We got in the Doodlebug, for all you Doodlebug lovers. We got in Ghost Town, and then we got in Fun at the Park. Which this is a brand new line. The Ghost Town is a previous line, and we're going to show that probably Monday. But today we're showing Fun at the Park.
Show the back already?
No, I have not. Okay, here's the brand new Fun at the Park from Doodlebug. Look at the Ferris wheel.
It's really cute. We had somebody already asking for this.
It's so bright and cheerful. And for those of you, no, I just got it started. Okay, here's the solid cardstock pack, and there's the petite print assortment. Very neat. Yes, hi Laura. It is rainy here today, but that's good. Iowa needs the rain. We'll take it.
We've got the 6x6.
Fun at the Park. The 6x6 pad. And then there's 3 different ephemera packs, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so this one's called Bits and Pieces.
It's got little tabs that fold and little circles, and they're kind of, I like that Mickey Mouse.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And then we have the Chit Chat.
Which is all the words. You get 91 pieces for $7.99. That's a pretty good deal.
If you've got those Disney pictures sitting at home like I do, all you need to do is get one of each of these, and you can do an entire album.
This one is 106 pieces for $8.99. Look at all that. It's even got a pretzel in it.
Dawn, have you ridden the teacups before?
Yes, I have. I don't ride them anymore because they make me sick.
That's about the only thing I could handle. Hey, and back is this die that was really popular and went out of here fast, and I'm stalling because I don't see the name of it. Do you see a name on it, Dawn?
Well, it looks like Pet something. Pets, but it's really cute because it's got the love with the paw print and then the paw print down here. So it cuts and embosses.
Even if you had your team was the Jaguars or the Bears
or you're right.
the Bulldogs, you could easily do your team mascots there.
Kelly, that's a great idea.
I love it.
Let's go back to Doodlebug. Yes.
Oh my gosh, 51 sheets of rainbow Doodlebug cardstock.
I think it's every color of Doodlebug cardstock.
I didn't know they had 51.
51
colors.
Does it have a price? Have we priced
It
it
is
yet?
$39.99.
Very fun. So for
50 sheets.
For you Doodlebug lovers, here you go.
I think
One-stop
that's
shopping.
a bargain. I'll have to do some math on it, but I think it's a bargain.
Awesome.
And then, Dawn, you might have shown.
I did not show those.
Okay.
No, I waited for you,
Oh,
Kelly.
thank you. This is the new Circle Kaleidoscope Slimline die from Spellbinders, and it's $26.99. And I'm excited about it because you could use this for the front of your Slimline card, and it would die cut all those pieces. And we had a virtual trade show class where I got to make this card, because you can layer them once, twice, or all three.
Stunning.
So each circle, they're separate, and you can layer those.
Okay, and that's how you got
That's
these.
how we made that one.
Let me get that up close
Get up
because
close.
that's really quite stunning. Look at the, it's got the, on the die set is also the tops of your little ornaments, and beautiful.
Especially with that mirror paper.
Very striking.
And that's got all three layers. But like I said, you could use one layer, you could use two, they could be circles. And here's another card where we actually cut the background out.
Dang, that is.
And then used little gold. They need a little gold ribbon probably.
Very pretty,
tops.
Kelly.
Very cool. Very fun class. I walked in here and I'm like, oh my gosh, those came in. So,
Christina, you're so helpful. She said the Doodlebug Rainbow Pack works out to 78 cents each sheet.
so you do save a little bit rather than
Yes.
buying them individually.
Very fun. Very fun. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
these came in.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me grab a piece of paper, Dawn.
So these write on photos,
Glass,
paper,
plastic.
yes. Permanent ink, fade resistant, water resistant, dries quickly, will not smear once dry.
Now here,
And these
it's a
are
nice,
Zig photo signature pens. So they will
and let me
write.
write on this plastic.
Okay.
Look at that.
So, oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Wow. That
People
was.
have been asking to label your photos. These are perfect. And I used to send duplicate photos to the grandparents when our kids were little, and I would write on the front of them, what they're doing or some crazy stuff. So I'm getting one of these, Dawn. Just put one right back there for me. Okay, is there anything, have we got anything else? Did you already do
Let's
this
see.
yesterday?
That was yesterday, yep. And looks like these might be back in stock. Our
Flipper,
flip book
flip books.
refills for those of you who like the flip books.
We hit the mica spray?
Will you be getting the rest of the Fun at the Park collection, Doodle Pops? Yes, all of that has been ordered. It's just that it must not be in. I didn't really go out and check at Doodlebug, but it was all ordered, and I think it's just that
It's on a boat, probably.
it's just did not come in, so they'll ship it as soon as the rest of it comes in. Is the color all the way through? Yes, the Doodlebug
I'll go get one
cardstock
of their sheets.
is colored all the way through. It does not have a white core, which I do like the white core with some of the cardstocks because it creates really fun layers when you tear it
Yeah.
and stuff. But
So it's textured on one side, if you like the textured, but then
wait, I can't. It's not. There we go. Yeah, there they can see the texture.
you got a little bit of texture, but then on the back it's smooth.
So this is the Doodlebug cardstock.
And this color is blush. So I think it's versatile, especially if you want it for your card base. You can have the texture on the outside and you got smooth on the inside if you want to write on it.
Okay, the pens. Do you know how much these are?
I don't.
The
I should go
pens
look.
are Zig, and Kelly is going to go check the price on them for us. And let's see. Any other questions while we're waiting for Kelly to come back? Let's see here. We do have the side fold Halloween magic cards. We made more kits. These are awesome. And I'll have to go find the original of the cards, but this is a really fun Halloween card kit. It's $19.99. Katie, you doing another drive-by for us?
Is this new?
It is. It just came in yesterday.
Someone has asked me to do a Disney book.
Oh, well, there you go. That will be good.
Yes.
That will be good.
So we're passing time.
We are passing time. We're doing a commercial break. Is there anything you want to say to us today?
Station identification.
Anything profound?
Oh.
Okay, Kelly's back.
Do you get anything, Katie? I like your shirt. That
Oh,
is
thank
so
you.
Cool.
Oh, Yes.
Katie's
Football.
got a football shirt on
I got a
for
football.
tonight's
For
game.
tonight's game. Ankeny.
All right. I thought maybe you were in Minneapolis last night for the Minnesota
Sam
State,
was,
Ohio
but
State
we did
game.
take Sam to college this week.
Oh, fun. I know. Don't even go there. Don't
Yeah.
get me started.
I know. So, yeah, left part of my heart in Minneapolis.
Yes.
But he's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good,
all
yeah.
good.
And he's having fun, so. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's what's important, Katie.
Oh, they say they love Katie commercials.
Of course, they love everything, Katie.
Okay, the die does not have, hey Katie, wait, I think somebody had a question.
Yes.
The die does not have a name, but I think you'll find it under dies and miscellaneous, and it's Momenta, and this is what it looks like up close. They cannot find this online, so would you be able to just check to see if that's online,
Yeah.
please?
Under pens and zig, maybe. Or something.
And these are the Christmas ones, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and back to our photo signature pen. They're $3.49. I've got a visual here since we don't have closed captioning. And they're online under Pens Miscellaneous, or if you go to Pens and Zig, because they are a Zig brand,
All right.
and they're right there.
Super.
And I'm terribly excited. People have been asking for these forever, and I think we stumbled upon them when we were ordering, and it's like, yes, baby.
Good.
And my microphone's probably not even on.
It is not. It is not. Okay, the name of the Spellbinders die is
Circle Kaleidoscope.
Circle Kaleidoscope Slimline.
I think if you can spell kaleidoscope, if you put that in the search bar, I probably couldn't spell it.
There you go. There you go. Okay. All right. Well, I think we're ready.
We ready for a demo?
We're ready for Kelly.
Okay, all right. Well, it's another installment, I like to say installment, Dawn,
Yes.
of the Enchanted Autumn demos. And we have shown this before, but we're going to show it again today using the Enchanted Autumn papers. And the good news is that Dawn reordered them. They're sold out again, but we have a few more coming. So if you can, I don't know if you added inventory online, but we'll set it up so you can go out and pre-order them online. Okay, so there's the papers. And what I want to show is how to make this puzzle card. And I call it a puzzle card because these four pieces, if you put them together, they are an image. They are this. They are this. Does that make any sense? I'm not sure.
It's a great way, just like yesterday when Diana was showing us how to make her gift boxes, it's a great way to use paper that maybe you don't like the entire paper, but you have, you want to use just a section of it. I love these puzzle cards, Kelly. I
Okay.
think that's a really fun technique.
So we're going to do that. And then I thought before we do that, I could just walk everybody through this little folio, because this is something I made with Enchanted Autumn also. And I really had a lot of fun making it. And I believe if people like it, this base, we could do an online class with it for Christmas, maybe a holiday one.
So give us a
So
shout
let us
out.
know if you think this would be a good, if you'd like to make one of these yourself. I had never made anything like this before, this project, and I just sat down and I started cutting and scoring, and I totally loved it. So it basically is kind of a flat piece of cardstock with this piece on the inside, and then it's got lots of waterfalls. So I'll show you what it is.
Very cute,
So
Kelly.
you open it up and you've got a little pocket here. And Dawn, you'll notice these gems. I think if you know me, you know I have a problem with the honeybee gems. And for this project, I would have used raw honey because I thought the colors looked really good with the Enchanted Autumn. But you know, there's even bright colors. There's probably, what do you think, maybe 10 to 12 different color schemes.
Oh,
And
there's tons.
and you get 300 per package for $4.99. So you're going to see these. I used them quite a bit. I went back after I was done and put them on there. And then I just have some tags that I cut with the Enchanted Autumn and with the black. I felt like black cardstock just looks really good with the Enchanted Autumn.
It's very striking.
Really makes it pop.
Kelly, everybody wants you to do this class.
Okay, well, we sure can. Now, if the black cardstock, and you know, Katie talks about black cardstock or white a lot, and you can get it in these I'm going to call them bargain or value packs, and they got 25 sheets for $15.99. There's no barcodes or anything on them that you have to worry about, and you can just cut them up and use them as you like. And those are online under paper packs. They come in white, black, and natural. And that's what I used here. So you open it up, it's got the little pocket here that's got adhesive on 2 sides. And the little border strip that I cut from the border paper, and I think you've heard about the border paper this week. This piece, I'm going to tell you what happened. I was just making the folder piece, and I made my spine a little too wide. So that's one of those happy accidents. So I decided to insert another piece on the inside here.
Okay.
So that was my happy accident.
And how did you attach this? Somebody asked.
I use score tape. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you want the strongest possible for something like this. So you've got just a piece of paper on the front side, and then in here you've got these waterfalls. And what I loved and discovered that I'd never used before were the Photo Play waterfalls. They come in a package of 10 for $4.49, and they come 4x4 and 4x6, and then they come black or white. And I use the 4x4 for this project. But these would be great to put in your scrapbooks too. And I just thought for $4.49, and I never used a whole package. So on this insert here, I've got just put a piece of pattern paper on each one, and I can add a photo or some memories. I could put something on the back here.
Another photo.
Another photo. And then this side I left blank because it would get a little bulky if I would have added
Another one.
flippers. Or, and then I did that. Everyone's talking about the oval. I fussy cut the oval. And then can you see the gems, Dawn? I added gems to the flowers around
Love
the
it.
oval.
Love
And
it.
so that is the centerpiece. Then the back just has another piece of pattern paper. So then on the back, I took that quote from the cut apart, be kind, be thoughtful, be genuine, but most of all be thankful. And then on this waterfall, I did put pattern paper on the back.
Love it.
And you know, you can make your own waterfall, but why would you?
But why would you when it's $4.49?
Yeah. And I put this in the bottom because I thought that was just kind of a surprise when you got through all your photos.
Lois heard you sneeze. She said, "Bless you."
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
You guys are
Gotta
the best.
sneeze, yeah.
These are under zig.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zig.
Katie said that they're called White Christmas pen set from Zig. They're Wink of Stella, the brush glitter markers. They are under Zig. Pens and Zig. Thank you.
So Dawn, on the covers then, I just cut my paper a little bit smaller and covered the fronts.
How did you determine the size that you were making your outside?
I made it up. made it
Best kind.
So here's the folio. I'm going to write it down. The base, and that was black, was 11.5, whoops, that's an X, by 8. And then you scored 5.5 inches.
From each side, okay.
And then the insert was, let's see, 10.5.
Kelly, they're wanting us to make a Christmas line of paper. Or spring.
Oh, we should, Dawn. We really should.
I think a spring one. Christmas would be amazing, but I think we've missed the boat on that. But a spring one would be fun.
So for the folio, the base is 11.5 by 8, so it's 8 inches tall, and then this is 11.5.
Okay.
And then you can score 5.5 from each end, and then that leaves you your inch for your spine. And then the insert is 10.5 by 7.5, and you score at 5 inches because you want a smaller spine or folded inside piece for the inside.
Kelly, I think you making a Christmas one that
would be maybe a good
amazing,
class.
and that would be a wonderful class. Everybody would like that.
All right, we'll do it.
All right, you heard it. You heard
okay.
it here. Kelly's going to do
The
it.
front's a little different because this paper right here has the quote on the top right. I think, what is that, Dawn, 6 by 8 or something like
it
that?
is.
So it was the perfect size to fit on the front. And what I did was I fussy cut the pumpkins out of another sheet and just foam popped them up a little bit to give it some dimension. And then I cut out the quote, matted it on black cardstock, and put it back on top. You could have just cut that out of another paper, but and then I wanted to line up the leaves.
I
so-
like how you did that. That's really cool.
Okay.
And Lori says, just back the boat up. Amazing, any season or theme. The first one was a home run. Carry on. I just love it.
I had a Christmas
makes me
idea. It
laugh.
was Iowa paper, but like you said, it's getting kind of late now.
You need to make ephemera. Yes, Carolyn, we do know that,
Especially
and we
because it's
wanted
my favorite thing, Dawn.
we wanted ephemera really, really bad, but we just couldn't find a manufacturer to make it for us.
Make it the way we like it.
Make it the way we wanted it. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to make now an A7 puzzle card. And like I said, it's a puzzle because you can put these pieces together and make the image up. And I'm doing A7 because puzzle cards lend themselves to bigger cards depending on the size of your image. And after we make this, I'm sure you can take it and you could easily make an A2 card with it also. I have done that just by cutting smaller pieces of your puzzle. So that one is made out of the paper with the flower clusters on the bottom. And I don't have a black card base, so I'm going to go ahead and cut one.
It's this paper right here.
Thanks, Dawn. So for my base, I need to cut it 10 by 7 because an A7 card is 5 by 7. Whoops.
The spine of Kellie's album was 1 inch. And we will post her measurements after the video.
Now, Dawn, if we do the math, if I've got a 5 by 7, I'm going to cut it in half right at the, I got this huge thing.
Yes,
I left my bone folder at home, so I don't know how this
We're
is
just
gonna
making do.
I think it's okay. It's not perfect, but it's fine for what we're doing.
Okay, Kellie, not to put any pressure on you, but they would like it before Thanksgiving. That way they can do it with their family at Thanksgiving.
Oh, good idea.
I like that idea
Good
too,
idea.
Michelle. That's a wonderful idea.
Okay, so I've got my card base. Now when I do a dark cardstock or a dark card base, I usually put something lighter inside to write on. And I think even this green might have been pretty on the inside, or a lighter green like that. We do have card packs, value card packs for A7s. I know a lot of you know that we have the A2s, but we also have the A7s. And those are really nice because they're already scored, they're cut perfect, scored perfect, and they've got matching envelopes for you.
So you can get a 250 pack of 5 by 7 cards, 250 for $15.99. And I don't have a calculator, but I'm guessing that comes out to about 5 or 6 cents. So if somebody wants to do the math, it's $15.99 divided by 250. That's a pretty good deal. And then you can also get the 250 pack of envelopes, the ivory, and those are $25.99. So if you're making lots and lots of Christmas cards, really good value. And then we have the 5 by 7 50 packs of 50 cards, 50 envelopes, and that's $6.99. So if you only need 50, there you go. That's a really good deal too. All right,
I
Kellie's
just made my diagram.
Kellie's doing some more
Okay. I wrote down
measurements.
the measurements. So the measurements that we're going to use for an A7 or 5 by 7 are design. Your cardstock pieces are going to be a little bit bigger than your design pieces. So each of these is 2 by 2 1/4. So I cut a square that was 4 by 4 1/2. So I just cut a square that's 4 by 4 1/2. I'm going to cut it into 4 pieces. Now you could cut each of your squares if you want to. That would be very fine. I just cut one big square and then I'm cutting it into 4 little squares. And so they're all the same size. And they're all just going to be a little bit bigger than my pattern paper. And I'm cutting this first because the pattern paper is a little tricky. So there's my squares for my puzzles. Oh, I don't have my background paper, Dawn. I forgot about that. We're going to do gold today because it's sitting here. So let me cut this really quick. So that's 5 by 7. So we're going to go 4 3/4.
So Kellie's cutting her background. That's going to go
I forgot all about
behind
that,
her
everybody.
squares.
So we're going to do gold today.
That'll be
because
beautiful.
That's what I got.
And Kellie, we've talked about this quite a bit. Cindy, the A in like A2 and A7, I'm sorry, I don't really know what the A stands for. If any of our viewers want to let us know, that would be great. But like an A2 is you take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, cut it in half and fold it, and that's the perfect A2 size. And then the A7 is like a 5 by 7.
We should have somebody research that. Maybe Janet would love to research
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I don't really know what the A's stand for, but we just know them because when we order from our distributors, they're A2, A7, A9, A10. So sorry, I can't give you more information than that.
Oh, there's my problem. My adhesive was out, but I got a spare. All right, so this is the pattern that I want to use, and you could use anything. You could have used these little pumpkins. Would have been really
That would
cute,
have been a
cut
fun
apart.
puzzle card.
So what I want to do is my design needs to be 3.5 by 4, and that's why I'm cutting it into a square first and then cutting it into 4 equal pieces, because on your design you have to kind of figure out what you're going to use. So I'm going to kind of look at my paper here, and I think I want it to be 3.5 by 4, and it's going to be 3.5 across and 4 going up and down. So first of all, I'm using this trimmer so I can do some really easy measuring, because I can look and see, well, what am I going to get with 4? And that's not a lot. Let's take some off the bottom. So I'm cutting off pieces that I don't really care about, Dawn, that don't really need to be in the picture. Okay, so I'm going to be 4, 3.5. So I'm going to cut a little off the side here, and then I'm going to line this. I'm going to line this up at 3.5, and that's going to be my puzzle there. And then this side is going to be 4. You can see how it's getting small quickly. Okay, so now I've got my piece is 3.5 by 4. So that's what this is right there. Let me get rid of my scraps so I don't get confused. Now I need to cut this in half, perfectly in half. So here's the tricky part. This pattern is not real distinctive for like putting it back together.
So you want to make sure when you're cutting, you're keeping your pieces in the same
or we
order.
Can figure it out and everybody can laugh at me when I can't get it back together. So I think we're just like that.
There you go.
And I'm keeping them together. A lot of patterns you wouldn't have to do that so much. And Dawn, we're going to make one more card, and I think that'll show better that it's not quite as critical. So I'm putting these on here, and I'm going to set it right on the card after I put it on my paper. And Dawn, you tell me if I'm putting it in the wrong order.
I'm trying to pay attention for you, Kelly.
Well, I just flipped this one all around, so I think it goes like here.
Yes, exactly.
So we're matting them on our cardstock. And you could do this with lots of different things. You could stamp something. And I would like to mention that we have a video on our YouTube channel where we did all kinds of puzzle cards. And that's a great reference, because another thing you can do is you could leave out one of your pieces. And you could leave one out and put a greeting there, or stamp something there.
Right.
Now on this
And it works
card,
on layouts too.
It does. Now when you're doing this, my tip is to just not put your adhesive on, but don't press anything down. And I'm doing this upside down, so
You're doing a great job.
Am I doing okay upside down?
Yes. Yes.
So you kind of line it up before you actually stick it. So I'm going to kind of line those two up. And I don't think it's too bad. Whoops.
Good job.
And then I had already cut out the hello to put at the bottom. And this one, I popped up all the little puzzle pieces, and then I did the words flat. So on this card, I'm going to pop up the hello and leave the...
So she put foam.
This would be a great time to use your black foam.
Yes, it would.
I didn't bring black, I only brought white. So then I would pop this piece up.
Looks good, Kelly.
You like it?
Yes, it looks beautiful.
Then probably what I'll do after the video is I'm going to add
some
of these
gems.
things, 'cause look at, you just can't beat these gems. Look what they do.
Yeah, they're
They just
beautiful.
add.
Yes, I like that.
All right,
I
now
like that.
I had some paper. We're going to do one more. This is a 6x6 card. And what I did with this card, I went ahead and I cut my squares 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. These are going to be square. This wasn't quite square, it was a little bit oblong because the card is oblong. And then this is from the Lemon Twist paper from Simple Stories. And I had these scraps in my bag. I don't know why, but they were. So I've cut this into 4 by 4. So I've got a nice little bird there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut him in quarters. And all our homeschoolers, that's going to make them 2 by 2.
And Wendy, we have done napkin cards before. Diana did them. It's been quite some time. And we have mentioned to Diana she needs to bring back her napkin cards. And what we mean by that, if you're referring to the same thing, what we mean by that is you take your beautiful napkins that you can buy like at party stores, and then you peel the layers off and you put one of the layers on the front of a card. And Diana has done that for us, and they were really beautiful. All right, so we're watching Kelly put her cards together.
Now I'm going to tell you, I'm already a little mixed up on this part of the puzzle, Dawn, so feel free to rearrange it.
I might have to look at the...
I don't think it's like that.
Oh my gosh.
Here, I think...
Yeah, do we have one looks like...
Yeah, we do. Here we go.
It's beautiful. Okay, yeah, so
that's good.
The papers,
the bird's over here.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, but I wasn't sure. And that goes, yeah, there you go. Good job.
All right, are we back where we need to be?
There you go, just like that. Perfect. So when you're making your puzzle cards, you have to make sure
Take a picture. You could take your phone and you could take a picture of
yeah,
what
so you
they
can
look
put your
like.
puzzle back together.
And I'm gonna pop these up with foam tape because I think it'll make them pop more.
This is really cute. But you know, during quarantine, everybody was doing puzzles, so you can make your own puzzles. And if you mix all your pieces up, then you can pretend you're like putting your own puzzle together again, Kelly.
Just like we are.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had the picture because I was really thinking the bird. Whoops.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so Dawn, I have gone to using tape instead of foam squares.
Oh, I love foam tape.
Foam squares are okay, you know, depending on what you're doing. So I've got foam tape on everything, and then it's just a matter of figuring out where I want to put things. You know, how you could match these up like that. You could put a little bit of space. I kind of like a little bit of space.
I do too. I like this.
And then I think I would put a message on one of these. Maybe die cut something. It says "miss you" or "hello."
Fun. Beautiful. Well, I hope everybody makes puzzle cards this afternoon. I think they're beautiful and fun and just another wowzer. It sure beats the flat cards.
It's just something a little different.
Yeah.
And remember to go to our YouTube channel, and you'll see different sizes. And I think we've got measurements out there. So if you go to YouTube and you search on Memory Bound Paper Craft Store, I think I've got this one a little bit tilted, but I can fix that after the video. And then I think it needs a little twine. And then this card's 6 by 6, and you open it up, and I did insert a white sheet of paper and a little sticker.
Cute. Yes, Elena says she uses foam tape too.
It's just a little faster.
Okay, so we've got Kelly to commit to making us one of these
we're
for an
gonna have to do
online
that for a
class.
class.
We're going to do
Absolutely.
that. That'll be a Christmas one, I believe she said she's going to make for us. Here's the measurements for that. We will be posting those. And then here's the measurements for the puzzle card, the 5 by 7 puzzle card that she made.
And you know, you can just get out your cards, you know, get out your A2 card, and you can figure out how to make it. But you always seem to be cutting your pieces smaller than what you think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you could start by using a scrap piece of paper and laying it on your paper that you're going to cut to
absolutely
test your
absolutely.
size. Oh, Sharon, scrapping in the dark in St. Louis. I hope that it's not storming down there. I'm just going to show, Kelly kept mentioning the jewels, and I'm going to take you over and I'm going to show you the jewels that Kelly likes, the honeybee jewels.
Oh, my favorites.
But if you missed yesterday's video, here are the gift boxes that Diana showed us how to make yesterday. All the measurements are online and her tutorial on how she made those. That was just a very lovely, lovely demonstration. And I'm going to take you over and show you the honeybee.
Show my favorites, Dawn.
Yes. These are the gems that Kelly likes. And like honeybee, there's white. You get 300 gems for $4.99. There's black, Harvest Festival. That would be a good color for what we're doing. Log Cabin, Holiday Cheer, Hot Tropics, Rainbow.
Oh gosh, there's more like 20 instead of 12, Dawn.
Playful Pastels. There's quite a few. Perfect Petals. Holiday Traditions. Let's see, that looks like we may have something on the wrong hook here. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, Ocean Breeze. Autumn Afternoon. Oh gosh, wouldn't that be fun? There's the raw honey. That's what Kelly's been using. Fresh brewed.
I use that one a lot too.
I'd like one of those right now, a fresh brewed coffee. Gem stickers, or clear gem. Summer stems. This one's called Summer Stems. Birthday Bash.
That's bright and fun. Now, Dawn, if I'm using these on a cover, like on that little folio cover, they are self-adhesive, but I'll put a little dot of glue behind them just because things like they get handled a lot. I want to make sure it's going to stick well.
That's a good idea. Good
little
tip. Good tip.
All right.
Thank
TGIF.
you. Good job, Kelly. Everybody loved
Thank
that.
you, everybody.
Lots of hearts. And we will be, let's see, we are open today. Oh, and we need a tour of that wall.
We should mention we're closed on Monday.
We are closed for the holiday, yes. And
we're here today, here tomorrow, here Sunday, and gone Monday.
Yes. We hope everyone has a wonderful holiday weekend. Let's see here. I can show you this wall. Let's see, we've got some storage items up here.
Lots of albums.
Lots of
for our
albums.
scrapbookers.
If you are looking for albums, this is just our
We're
overstock.
loaded.
We have every color of albums. And then along here, of course, is our ribbon. Everybody knows we have tons
More
and tons
ribbon than anybody.
of ribbon.
I think, even the fabric stores.
And the ribbon, we do sell it by the foot. So if you want any ribbon, you can just call the store and we would certainly cut it for you and ship it out. Let's see, we got book rings. These are the puffy stickers from Bella Boulevard. We've got brads and eyelets and
like embellishment
pearls.
wall.
Yeah, exactly. We call this the
North Wall. We call it the North,
North
Wall,
Wall.
but we know it's got a lot of different things on it.
And foil, we've got lots of foil, and of course we've got our Tim Holtz section over there.
Huge. And bells.
Lots of bells. If you're looking for bells for the holidays, we have them gold, silver, and in just about every size. And then let me show down here, buttons. You can buy buttons by the spoonfuls. Sharon, yes, we will definitely be sending prayers for our friends in Louisiana.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
yes.
it's devastating down there. But this is the wall. Do you carry cream seam binding ribbon? We do, Donna, absolutely. We've got that. We do have that. And there's more gems. So for those of you who were affected by Hurricane Ida, our hearts are going out to you.
Yeah, I can't imagine, Dawn, what that would be like.
I can't either. There's our cream.
And you can just call and say you want the cream seam binding or any color. It comes in lots of colors.
Yeah, there's oodles and noodles of colors. Can you tell us again the prices of the value packs of cards? Yes. A spoonful of buttons make the crafting go round.
Oh, that's good. That's really good, Dawn.
Okay, the card, this is the white 5 by 7, 50 cards and 50 envelopes. It's $6.99. You can get a 250 pack. I believe the cream also comes in the 50 packs too. And you'll find this all under our card making tab online. You can get 250 5 by 7 envelopes. Those are $25.99. And you can get 250 card packs, and those are $15.99. So very, very reasonable for you card makers that make lots of cards. It's a great way to get lots of cards at a really, really good value. Okay, Kelly.
Any other questions, Dawn, or we got her?
Dawn is coming for a visit, and I think early
good.
on somebody, maybe Bonnie, said she was coming for the first time.
Oh my gosh.
And is anxious to come
Donna
and see
from
us.
Cedar Rapids is coming?
Nope,
Or a
nope.
different Donna?
No, this was another Donna,
Different
and then
Donna.
another Bonnie that
Oh my gosh.
is going to be coming to see us. So
Well, please do. We'd love to have you visit, and the store is loaded right now, so it's the perfect time.
yes, all right. Thank you, friends.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend.
A great holiday weekend.